Ladies and gentlemen, those were the words of Mark Twain over images filmed for the Lumiere brothers in 1896, only 10 months after they invented the cine camera. The Melbourne Cup still astonishes people. It is still the race that stops a nation, and for that matter, the entire racing world. But you can't have a horse race without jockeys, men and women who, despite the dangers, dedicate their lives to keeping this great sport alive and well. So, back to business. Jockey of the Year and winner of the Scobie Breasley Medal for 2002 is, for a record fourth time, Damien Oliver.
He's out by 2 lengths, holds him at bay, and Mr Murphy takes out the guineas for Damien Oliver.
Fields of Omar fighting back with Magical Miss. Yes, Omar!
Toledo's the leader in the Newmarket End. Toledo for Damien Oliver. Fubu got the run on the inside. Mr Murphy charged. Mr Murphy on, he's done it again.
Like out coming at her. Sunline in front. Northerly the outside going to Sunline. They got very tight, but Northerly wins the Cox Plate. I'd like to call on one of Western Australia's leading jockeys, Damien's brother Jason, to make the presentation.
And they said he'd never make it, hey? Well, I did at least. I was the one out there riding professionally. I was the one following in our dad's footsteps. Right in the middle of my dream run, my little brother races past and leaves me in his dust. And lately, he's been leaving a few other people in his dust as well. The Dame, my boy, well done, mate. We're all very proud of you.
I'd like to thank the judges, my beautiful girlfriend Trish. Don't need to tell me I'm batting above my average. My good mate and manager Neil Pinner, good on your pins. To Lee Friedman, the best trainer in the country, at least in his opinion.
Hey.
And to my wonderful family, especially my mum and my nan watching this back in the West. Mum, this is for you. You too, Dad.
Ladies and gentlemen, top jockey, and it's already gone to his head. Not happy with any of our horses for this year's Melbourne Cup. Damien is going to ride for the enemy.
Excuse me. Since when, Dame?
Well, Lee hasn't got a horse running and there's nothing much else about, so suddenly an offer came out of the blue that I couldn't refuse.
Don't tell me the Irish wizard Dermot Weld.
Maybe.
What about riding an Aussie horse, Damien?
I wouldn't go so far as to call my little brother a dirty, rotten traitor, but there are some amongst us who would consider Ireland's foremost trainer just, well, you know.
Where's Vinny? Best of thrill. Media puzzle.
His people skills are a little lacking, are they not? I suppose it's understandable. How about I take it out today?
Thanks, Dave.
Hey, easy now, big fella. Easy. That's it. That's it. Steady now. Time to go out to the gallops, boy. You wouldn't want to be left behind now, would you?
Claire, have you something to tell us?
It's media puzzle. It's playing up again.
As a herding animal, a horse is a creature of habit. Particularly so in the case of thoroughbreds training for the track. For as we all know, particularly those in my employ as long as Mr. Phillips, any deviation in a horse's training will have a significant impact on his performance. Surely we all know that.
We also know that runners sired by theatrical tend to have a bit of a temper, and this one's no exception.
Off you go.
Evolving tactics, refuse to bend.
Lovely, Dermot. Just lovely.
Two of your best, Michael. Both in superb condition. Dressed to thrill, top of the morning.
And who might the third horse be?
Well, the important thing is, he's not one of yours.
With the money I pay you, I certainly hope not.
Vinnie Rowe, media puzzle.
I hear you're taking Vinny to Australia.
Actually, Michael, I'm taking both.
Media puzzle. I thought we decided he was headed for the knackery.
No, it's taken him 18 months to get his nerve back, but believe me, it's back. He's flying. Remember the English and Ledger?
Fourth.
The good fourth, plenty in the tank. I'm telling you, with the right jockey, media puzzle could win the Melbourne Cup.
Proud of you, mate.
Thanks, Jase. You don't really mind me riding for Dermot, do you?
No, maybe not. Which one of his horses will you get to ride?
Don't know yet.
It's a bit of a blind date.
The way I see it, anything Dermot brings out is going to be pretty good. The rest is up to me.
Yeah, there's no doubt the bloke's clever. All I'm saying is watch your back. The man's full of bullshit.
And over there, it's called Blarney.
Oh, is it? Well, it still smells like crap over here.
Ah, he's okay. I rode for him in Ireland a few years back. There was an awful lot of chat, but his horses were great. Anyway, wouldn't be an issue if you got a starter, would it?
Might be time to hit the track. Work him over, 6 evens, home 4. You too, Marty.
What do you reckon?
Yep, he'll do.
Chasing a rare double, winners in 2 cities, just hours apart. Oliver has control of the race on Chong Kong. He's out by a couple of lengths. He's got it well won. Damien, straight from Randwick to Flemington, makes it a twin city double.
Thank you, Thomas.
In local news, the Australian Democrats could be without a new deputy leader until mid-November, after none of the party's 7 senators...
Someone could do with an early night.
Prime Minister John Howard, opposition leader Simon...
Yeah, I'd love to. Unfortunately, the Eagles are playing north at the Dome, and Jason's flying back especially, which is terrible because I hate football.
Sure.
Mwah.
He's crazy. You both are.
Runs in the family. Love you.
Love you.
Go Eagles!
Daniel Kerr down towards the 50. Archer makes a decision, comes to him. Hand pass to Pritters, tackled by Sinclair. Oh, wonderful by Judd.
Go, Johnny! Come on, Johnny!
The long bomb for the game! Oh, he's hit the post! Scores are tied up. 102 apiece. The Kangaroos and the Eagles. Jason McCartney brings it back for North Melbourne.
Go, Taz! Go, Taz! Go, Taz! Yes! Go! Go! Yes, pass!
With a long kick forward to the full forward zone. McCartney!
Would somebody, anybody, please stop McCartney? He's murdering us!
Back come the West Coast Eagles. Short one finds Hanson on the lead. The West Coast Eagles have won it in the dying seconds. What a remarkable game of football.
Yeah! I tell ya, $50 if we win the flag.
Come on, let's get down the roofs to the boys.
Woo!
Oh, sorry, buddy, in a bit of a rush.
Hey, who have we got here? One of your biggest fans, Mr. Oliver. My grandson. Go ahead. Say good day, son.
G'day, mate.
Well, Granddad's back's a little bit more welcoming. Jason Oliver.
Oh, man who knows his racing.
Bet he had a West Australian.
Nice.
Saw your father win the Perth Cup and your grandfather win the Kalgoorlie back in '65, yeah. Bit before your time, of course. I tell you what, you wouldn't mind having a picture with this little fellow?
No, not at all.
Sure.
Here we go.
Mean a lot
Come on,
to
mate.
us, they would.
Big smile.
Here we go.
Straight and Fusion continues in front, being followed by Ballingarry and Vinnie Rowe. Warstan and Millenary are next, and then Queen's Wharf, Margarula, couple of lengths to Sadler's Wings, half a mile to go now as they make the entrance to the straight of the Jefferson Smuggler's Memorial Irish St. Ledger. Fusion attempts to make all the run.
Steady, Pat, don't get boxed in.
Then comes Margarula, Queen's Wharf, Sadler's Wings, they turn their heads for home. Fusion still in front from Ballingarry. Vinnie Rowe towards the outside in third. Then comes Millenary 4 and Warstan 5. Passing the two now and Fusion.
He's going to do it, Dermot.
Vinnie Rowe now steers winner, making ground down towards the final furlong. And Vinnie Rowe quickens to the front from Pat Mullen.
He's yours, Fusion. Take him.
There is struggle out 200. It's Vinnie Rowe in front of
Bring him home,
Fusion,
Pat.
Ballingarry and Warstan going up towards the line. Vinnie Rowe wins back-to-back measures for Pat Mullen and Dermot Wells. Second, Fusion, Ballingarry and Warstan.
What's next, Dermot? Will Vinny go to Paris? Will he run in the Arc?
But we just take our breath and admire ourselves first for winning the St. Ledger. For the second time, I might add.
Were you worried, Dermot, at the halfway mark, given Vinnie's slow start?
I don't know, Sean. I thought you'd know by now they don't give ribbons out for which horse in what place at the halfway mark. At the Curragh, Sean, it's pretty much everywhere else. What matters is how they finish.
Dermot, is there any truth in the rumour you're taking Media Puzzle to Australia with Vinny?
There is. It's really more company for Vinny. They're stablemates, you know, great friends.
But he hasn't won anything in years.
This is true. Not like our Vinny. Oh, you champ. How'd he put up?
If he had his way, he'd run in the next race.
Couldn't ask for a better ride, Pat.
Couldn't have asked for a better horse. How about Australia? Is Vinnie good enough to take them on in the Melbourne Cup?
I wouldn't say that. I'd say he's good enough to win it.
This way, gentlemen. This way, please.
عليكم السلام سمو الأمير. عرفت انه ردتوا تشوفون الجواد حال وصوله سموكم. اعتقد راح يعجبكم.
زين بارك الله فيكم.
ركض بعجوبة الأسبوع اللي طاف سمو الأمير. هذا الجواد غير عادي، مقاتل حقيقي. أقدم لكم يوجن.
بفترض انه سموه على اسم اوغسطوس بيوجن.
سمو الامير؟
بيوجن كان كاتب ومعماري معروف بالقرن التاسع عشر. اثر بتطوير واحياء المعمار الهبوط البريطاني.
كل اللي يعرفه ان جواد زين يستحق كل يورو دفعناه.
واضح انه جواد زين. تعتقد انه زين كفايه لا يفوز بالكاس؟
على الوزن اللي يحمله اعتقد يربح.
You know how to ragdoll in better shape than you?
Who are you calling in bad shape? Nah, they're just a few reminders. It's my CV. Oaks Day 95, Melbourne, broken collarbone. Perth 91, broken wrist. Perth 88, ankle.
You sound almost proud of them.
Yeah, just happy to have survived.
How can you avoid it?
Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can. It's part of the business.
Sometimes I wonder if it's all worth it.
It is. And so are you.
Morning. First 3 evens, Galloping the last 2.
I'll make it even easier for you. We go straight to the clubhouse and you two start buying drinks. That way we don't have to waste any more time watching your brother three-putt this shot. Because let's face it, Tiger Woods couldn't make this putt.
No one could sink this putt with all the racket you're making. That's perfect, my boy.
Get over there.
No, way too fast.
Get over there.
The brothers Oliver to
Faster,
snatch victory with the
faster.
last shot of the match.
Get up.
Oh, missed it. Bad luck. Oh, no.
He didn't, did he?
Oh, yes,
Surely
he
not.
did. Oh, yes, he did.
Oh, yes. Look, it's not the prettiest shot, but I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, well, you're doing that already, aren't you, with that Irishman?
Here we go.
It just happens to be one of the best trainers in the world, and that's good for Ollie.
Oh, it's good for Damien, is it? You're his manager. You should know better. The only one it's ever good for is Dermot Weld.
Vinnie Rose won every stakes race in Europe.
Yeah, well, don't think for a moment you're even going to get to sit on that horse. Dermot's got Pat Smullen for Vinnie. No, for you, he's got
Media puzzle. I know, and the owners want me to ride Vinnie Rowe. I've even spoken to Dermot, and he's fixed on me riding Media
Well, that
Puzzle.
horse is a
All
dog.
I know is that if Dermot's bringing him out, he's no slack.
That horse sat out all of last year with a broken pelvis, and he hasn't even qualified, has he?
Well, we're going to qualify him at Geelong.
You hope.
Do you always get this mad when he has to buy the beers?
No, he gets this mad because he always has to buy the beers.
I mean, for all we know, Media Puzzle will break down as soon as he arrives. Then suddenly Australia's top jockey doesn't have a ride in the Cup.
Yeah, but you see, that's not the point. You've got to be clear, Dave. You can't be behind the door with these people.
I know, boss. I understand.
No, that's it. You don't understand. You're not asking somebody to part with €30,000 to bring a horse halfway around the globe. He's not doing it because he believes in the horse. He's doing it because he believes in us. You damn well better make sure his faith is justified.
It will be.
I hope so.
I really do, Dave. You know, I'm relying on you now to communicate exactly, not approximately, exactly my instructions to the handlers and jockeys. Let them know who's boss. Until I get there, you're my eyes and ears. I need to know everything. Absolutely everything now. Is that clear?
Everything.
Okay, you have a flight to catch. See you in Australia.
Now you take care down there.
Of course.
And you watch out for those Australian women. I mean, look at your brother Niall. He went for 3 weeks. We haven't even seen him since.
They did offer him a good job.
So he says. You just make sure they don't offer you one.
My job's here with you. That's the way I like it.
I hope so.
تحكم في الإمارات القادمة من لندن لكي 1785 وصلت للرصيف رقم 16.
Niall! Hey, brother. How are you?
That could be a whole lot worse. How's the flight?
Good. Long.
It's good to see you.
You too.
Melbourne Airport's freight terminal was alive with activity today as the first group of international runners for this year's Melbourne Cup touched down in planes from Europe and the Middle East.
3 horses
The
from Sheikh
equine
Mohammed's
superstars
Godolphin
were
stables in Dubai. English stayer Jardine's Lookout, along with the highly fancied Vinnie Rowe and stablemate Media Puzzle, were amongst the group that arrived from Europe. Donna DeMeo, Melbourne Airport.
What's that?
That would be Henry, Jardine's Lookout's little friend.
Friend?
Apparently they're inseparable, even sleep together.
How very British. That's one towy horse. Jet lag.
I wish.
Good tucker in a warm stall to soon settle him.
You think so? All right.
This, of course, is the legendary trainer Bart Cummings, 11-time winner of the Melbourne Cup. And Bart, how do you think Miss Molest will race against these international entries?
A bit early, only just arrived. The Dermot Wells and the Sheikh Mohammeds make our greatest race even greater. Got to be good for business.
But how do you rate their chances, Bart?
Well, they should do well. We treat them like bloody royalty. Give them their own bloody track. You got to remember, anything can happen. It's the Melbourne Cup.
Come on, boys.
Whoa, Puzzle. Steady now.
G'day, Dave. Welcome back to Melbourne.
Damien, good to see you again. No prize for guessing who this is.
Yeah, I heard he had attitude.
One thing he's not short on.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Guess you didn't come here for the scenery, did you, mate? Good boy. That's a fella. How did he go on the trip?
Oh, he did fine. Vinnie Rowe now, not so handsome, needs a few more days. But this one, he's jumping out of his skin, as you can see. More than ready for a decent blow, I'd say.
Come on, big fella. Let's see what you got.
But can't help wondering what the ghost of the mighty Phar Lap would make of the foreign invasion and the frenzies surrounding the Cup. Perhaps it's not so different from the days when he was the toast of the nation.
Good morning. Morning.
Beach, famous in surfing circles, is trainer George Hanlon's secret weapon for Mr. Prudent in the Melbourne Cup.
I don't know about that. We're always down here. The girls like it, and it makes a change for the horses, too.
And what about Mr. Prudent?
He's too tactful to say, but I think he likes the bikinis.
Felt all right. I'd say you're on target.
Better be. You know, if we don't qualify at Geelong, we're doomed. The wrath of God is as nothing to when Dermot is roused.
Hey, Dame, how was it?
Yeah, all right.
We interrupt this program with more breaking news from Bali.
Oh my God,
where
Bali.
explosions and a subsequent fireball have levelled an entire block.
People are burnt everywhere. There's people dead, there's everything. I just don't believe what happened here tonight. Anyway, ground zero.
In Denpasar Hospital, many of those fortunate enough to survive were grieving for those who died in the bomb blast.
Lost my girlfriend, parents.
Dozens of Australians are among the hundreds feared dead.
Panic-stricken families are inundating the Australian Embassy in Jakarta for any word on loved ones in Bali. Kuta
Yeah, I
Beach
would be
is one
too.
of the many attractions that draws so
Time,
many
gentlemen,
foreign
please.
Australians
Your
to the
mounts
island
await.
of Bali, which has become a favourite to many football teams.
John's about to be legged up for race 6. Lady Avonlea well on the market, so too Cas B, along with Contact Angel and Picture Skew. About to head out at Belmont for race 6. Mr. Marnie, last one to move into line.
Last horse riders.
And the just about set Belmont, race 6. Good line. The outdoor ring jumped away quickly with Cas B and also Lady Avonlea. Roads of Oakwood Racing Handy, followed by Contact Angel. Then Tribute Star. They sort themselves out. Cas B went for the lead from the outside outdoor ring. Then Contact Angel followed by Mr. Money. Approaching the turn. Cas B jumps in front. Jason Oliver pulls towards the outside on Lady Avonlea. And here she comes on the outside. Cas B jumps in front of outdoor ring. But Jason Oliver hands the field on Lady Avonlea. Ransom to the line. And it's got up to win. Lady Avonlea. Perfect ride by Jay Oliver. Got up to win from Cas B. And outdoor ring placed up third.
Despite burns to over 50% of his body, the North Melbourne star helped friends escape from the burning bar to await evacuation by the Australian Air Force. On 2 occasions, McCartney
Me and
was
Jay
scheduled
saw
to
him
be
in that
flown
game
out.
last month.
He insisted someone else go in his place. Now, Jason McCartney is back in Australia fighting for his life. In Perth
Incredible.
tomorrow, a memorial service
How could
will be held
anyone
for
be so
7
brave in the middle of
members
that
of the Football
inferno?
Club who are visiting Bali
The man's
as
a
part of their
star.
regular season celebrations. And now to the weather. It's expected to be fine for the running of the Geelong Cup, the important Melbourne Cup qualifier.
G'day, Jace. Nice win, my boy. How about McCartney?
Paddy's Bar, wasn't that near where you and Trish stayed last year?
Yeah, it's a great spot. We're there every night.
Hey, listen, Dame, I just want to speak to you about tomorrow. Now, I know a lot's changed since my days in Geelong, but I'll bet you my bottom dollar that last turn hasn't.
As far as I know.
So the thing is, if you're not up the front with the leaders on that last turn, you might as well ride him straight back to the stalls.
What, is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Because if you blow it, you'd be making 5% of bugger all watching the Cup from an armchair like the rest of us.
Candidates are parading now for the big one today, the Geelong Cup runners in the mounting yard for 2002 Geelong Cup. And jockeys about to mount up, and we have two riding changes. Cavallo Bruno is now Stephen King replacing.
He's not short on spirit, that's for sure. Has he got anything left?
At least you know he's got plenty of kick in him. You'll need every bit of it when you make your move on the home straight.
No way.
What?
This is my home track.
And?
If Damien waits till the home straight to make his move, he'll be looking at a wall 10 horses wide. I've seen it too many times. That's the short straight. If a hole doesn't open on the rail, he'll have to swing wide, and by then, it's too late.
Well, you know, that mightn't be the way Dermot sees it.
If it's any consolation, my brother raced here a fair bit. He says the same thing.
You do realise what you'd be asking of me?
But I do, brother. To go against Dermot's orders. Just a whisker.
If I alter his instructions...
And do anything but win...
Might you be fired?
That wouldn't be very Irish, Damien. Far too merciful.
That'll be him.
Look, Dermot will keep him on. I've no doubt about that. I also know for the rest of his days, Dermot will have him with the worst horses at every two-bit pitch and toss meeting in Ireland. In the dead of winter.
Guess what? He wants you to fall off the pace as soon as possible, and don't make a move until the home straight.
All right.
Jockeys are up. Field about to parade now, ladies and gentlemen. Cyclades, the top weight from New Zealand.
So what's it going to be? We're really going with Dermot's instructions? Get on you, mate. Now we're playing Aussie rules.
Yep.
We're ready to race.
And Damien understands our strategy.
100%.
Old Tawny into the outside gate. We're set for a start. And they've jumped at a good line. National Treasure came out quickly on the inside with Donna.
Clean break.
Over on the outside.
We're in good shape.
Is he falling off the pace?
Not yet. They're just coming down the straight for the first time.
He was supposed to fall off the pace at the very start. I told him that, right?
I swear to God. You're into the first turn.
How far has he fallen back?
He's... 5th or 6th.
Oh, God damn it!
He's not happy. I'll get your job over here.
Honest, boss, I did tell Damien your instructions were to drop back as quickly as he could.
He'll drop back all right, yeah. As soon as he sees the finish line. Tony, I didn't just hear that.
Unfortunately, you did.
David, didn't I tell you how difficult it is to convince an owner to bring a horse halfway around the world?
But Dermot...
I told you. It's not the money. It's the confidence. In me. In you.
The cut filled by 6 or 7 lengths of light humour. Galway third, 3 goals. Southern Crown, then Media Puzzle, 1.5 to the back. And followed by Piace. And Lavender is puncturing here.
He's there.
He could be.
Southern Crown now they jam up, followed by
Media Puzzle's battling for first.
Making a run with Piace. And further back.
He's taking the lead.
And it's Media Puzzle.
He's pulling away.
Come on.
Yes, he's flying down the straight.
So Piace, Southern Crown,
yes.
An old 20 from Mumma back, but it's the Irish horse, Media Puzzle.
You're in the cup, my boy.
Media Puzzle wins by 3 lengths.
Oh, Damien, you little champion!
Did you hear that? A new track record!
Confidence, Dave. Like I said, it's all about confidence.
I just hope those Irish appreciate what they've got.
Well done, mate. Fan-bloody-tastic.
Couldn't have done it without you, Jace. Your tip made all the difference.
Looks like you owe me that bottom dollar.
It's yours, my boy.
Jason, Dave again. Yeah, he's going in.
High spirits in the Irish camp following Media Puzzle's runaway victory. Next week's Melbourne Cup was shaping up as a two-horse race between World's Vinnie Rowe and Fusion, the standard bearer of Sheikh Mohammed's Godolphin stables. But now, the Irish wizard may well have the upper hand, as he readies not one, but two formidable entries for next week's Cup. But nothing can detract from the horrors of Bali. All Australia is in mourning. Melbourne's Spring Street was awash with flowers. They may not have known the Bali victims, but for many Australians, there is a deep connection. The fact that so many died so close to home.
May I remind you all, this is a barrier trial. Now, might sound odd, gentlemen, but the point of this exercise is to get horses that have never been near a starting gate to actually get them inside one. When that happens, if that happens, we might even show them how to start.
Easy, 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 easy.
Last horse in.
A 33-year-old male jockey. Horse came down on him. Unresponsive at scene, vitals unstable.
Amanda, you're on airway breathing. Ellie, you take circulation. And call the CT scanner and tell them we'll be down soon.
We started two 16-gauge IVs with saline, but we're unable to intubate him in the field due to his unstable neck.
Right, transferring on 3, 1, 2, 3.
He arrived 30 minutes ago. Our best doctors are working on him. This way. Just through here. Here. Let me get your bag.
Surely, if he's breathing.
Mrs. Oliver, these machines can keep his body alive, but his spirit's already left us.
Oh, such a brave boy you are, Damien. Such brave boys.
Sorry, Doctor, what's that in English? Can we just pull over here, mate? Yeah, I'm okay. Give me a second.
Excuse us, thank you.
How's your brother doing, buddy?
How's he doing? We'll be all right again tonight.
Oh, Dame. Mum, come here. It's okay. It's okay, right? They're doing everything they can. All right? They're pretty clever these days.
Today's accident must be devastating for Pat Oliver, Damien's mother. Her husband Ray, one of Western Australia's most popular jockeys, suffered an horrific fall 27 years ago. Rushed to hospital, Ray Oliver never regained consciousness and died shortly after, leaving Pat the widowed mother of Jason, then 5, and 3-year-old Damien. Today's events will undoubtedly have a dramatic effect on next week's Melbourne Cup, where Damien Oliver has been booked to ride Media Puzzle for Irish trainer Dermot Weld.
It's hard to believe it won't affect him.
Oh, it will affect him. There's a family history. It's all very sad.
So what are you going to do? Cup's only 7 days away.
Yes. Okay, put him through. Yes. Well, you could tell your readers that I've been waiting for the best part of a decade for next Tuesday. But that right now, that poor, grieving family is my only priority. No, I have not. Damien Oliver has been handpicked for this ride. And I have total and absolute confidence in him.
These procedures have been known to work in some cases. However, with the failure of a third attempt, I'm terribly sorry. We have to accept the inevitable.
Would it be all right if they had some time alone with you?
Yes, of course. Nurse.
Thanks, man.
Bedside.
Jason.
They wouldn't let me in. It's crazy. I've been out of town for work. How is he?
You want to come with me? I don't know how to tell you this.
Jace. I don't know how much of this you're going to get. But I couldn't have wished for a better brother. And I forgive you for smashing my nose with that cricket ball when we were little. I'm sorry for all the dirty tricks I played on you. I even forgive you for laughing your head off when I fell in my first Melbourne Cup. Took a few years, but even I can see the funny side. Don't worry about Mum and Dad. And I'll see that Jenny's okay. Just you make sure you do the right thing up there. And remember that you'll be riding with me always.
I thought about not letting them race. But as I watched them grow up, all they wanted to do was be like you. How could anyone stop two boys so determined to be like their father? Now I have no one left to turn to. Oh. I'm about to lose our Jason. And you're the only one that can help. I raised him on my own. Now it's your turn, Ray. To love him. And to look after him.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Oliver has passed away peacefully tonight. His mother Pat and brother Damien would like to thank the people of Australia for their prayers and kind wishes at this terrible time. As you can imagine, Jason's death is a tragic loss to the family. Now, I know you've all got a job to do. But right now, Damien has made no decision regarding next week's Cup. His family is his highest priority. So I would ask of you, all of you, please respect their privacy. Thank you very much.
Damn it, can I ask you a few questions about Damien?
Any decision on Damien Oliver yet?
What's happening with Damien?
Gentlemen, please, as all of you know, I've been in the air almost a day, so I'll be of no value until I talk with my team, okay?
Is it true the ride's off?
So you're saying you have no idea if Damien will ride in the Cup?
Covey, hello again. How are you? Looking as fit as ever?
Oh, thanks, Dermot. Can I ask if you're going to change Media Puzzle's tactics for the Cup? Your race plan worked brilliantly at Geelong, but the Cup is a much longer race.
Now, Covey, if I was to tell you how I was going to beat the field, they'd use it against me, wouldn't they?
Dermot, some of the other jockeys you are considering?
There are none.
Come on, Dermot Weld always has a backup plan.
When will you speak to Damien again?
Let's get one thing straight. We're talking about a grieving family here, one that has suffered a tragic loss. The Melbourne Cup, it's only a horse race.
Crafty dog.
Damien Oliver will remain as our jockey until he notifies us otherwise.
Pigs might fly.
But the decision's Damien's. And no matter what choice he makes, everyone in my organisation stands behind him and supports him and his family 100%. Okay, thanks.
He's right. Melbourne Cups don't mean a thing. I'd give it all away just to have Jace back.
Dame, you know I'd never ask you to give it up. I know what it means. And despite everything that this family's gone through, I'd never ask that.
I would. I wouldn't ask, actually. I'd demand. It's got to stop. When will it be time to pull the plug? When they're all gone?
Come on, Jen. This is what we do.
What you do is compete in the most dangerous sport in the world, and it's killing you.
Yeah, we know it's dangerous. It's part of it.
Look, I'm sure it's terrific fun hanging on to half a ton of wound-up horse flesh. The cheering crowds, the huge buzz when you win. Who worries about the risks?
Yeah, there's a bit of that.
Your dad? Now, Jason? When's it going to be your turn? You know, every time Jason raced, I was a mess. Then it'll be even worse for you now that Damien's the only one left. When's it going to be Trish's turn to play the stoic widow? What's wrong with you? Don't you even care?
His track work's much better. Hasn't touched his feet today, though.
Oh, didn't fancy your music this morning, Vinny. Let's see. Well, not surprised. Presentation. Much nicer. Out. Bingo. Damien. Listen, how are you? I'm terribly sorry. Thanks for giving us a call. We thought we might have lost you.
I'm not so sure you haven't. Look, I'll be back in Melbourne tonight. I've got a lot to sort out. Could you give me some more time?
As much as you need.
That's great. Thanks.
Listen, this is your call, okay? I'm not going to hold you to anything. That big maniac of a horse will miss you.
We all will.
You've got something very special, Damien, but your heart has got to be in it, you know? So like I say, it's your call.
You only need to look at Fusion to realise why Frankie Dettori is regarded as one of the world's greatest jockeys. Dettori, who only arrived in Melbourne yesterday, is best remembered for that magnificent seven, that glorious afternoon at Royal Ascot when he won every race on the card. Tony Jones, National 9 News.
It's like some family curse. First Dad, now Jace.
I know you don't believe that.
What would happen to you if I went as well?
Damien.
I could. Easy. They say stuff happens in threes.
Yeah, well, I'm prepared to take my chances.
You know, maybe Jenny's right. Why don't I just chuck it in? Well, I'm still in one piece. At least then I wouldn't have to get up at 4 a.m. every bloody day. Starve myself half to death every bloody day. Work my guts out every day. For what?
For a start, it's in your blood. You also happen to be one of the best. I don't think you'd forgive yourself if you didn't ride.
I'm not so sure. If the spark's gone, what's the point?
Maybe the spark's just dimmed a little. It'd be amazing if it hasn't.
I've seen blokes on top of their game. Everything's a breeze, they can't do anything wrong. Amazing moves. Right on the money every time, no matter what. It's like they're blessed. And then for some reason, they just lose it.
no matter how hard they try, or maybe because they try too hard, they'll never get it back. Never, ever. What if that's happened to me? If I've lost my confidence, I'll be a danger to myself and everyone else.
Gavin, you're not falling apart and your family's not cursed. What you have lost is your amazing best mate of a brother. I can only imagine how dreadful that must feel, but I know you'll get through it.
Maybe.
Take your time.
Any word from Damien?
Not yet.
Five days. 5 days to the big day.
And we've lost our jockey. Or perhaps worse, we're carrying one who's so grief-stricken he doesn't know whether he's coming or going.
Damien has an amazing affinity with this fella. Even if we got a top replacement, I'm not sure we'd be any better off. Remember 93, Dave? Vintage crop. What we were up against? Well, we showed them then. We'll show them again. We've got 2 brave horses, and they know it. And when this race turns for home, they'll be in the thick of it. I know that. I also know this is one very special horse.
The Irish Wizard.
Ah, Saeed. Good to see you.
You too, my friend.
Thank you. From what the boys tell me, your trio's in fine form.
Oh, they should know. How are yours?
You're saying you don't know? You tell me.
What about Damien? That's something we don't know.
No, nothing to worry yourself about.
Trish,
Hey, Lee.
how are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Glad you could make it.
Good drive?
Yeah, it was
Looking well.
Yeah, that's what a week away from riding can do.
Well, you know what they say about getting back in the saddle.
Hey, listen, this is Trish's idea. I really don't know. I'm not sure I can even get on a horse.
No, we'll take this one step at a time. Okay, you sleep in tomorrow. Things will look a lot better in the morning. We'll get you a good breakfast, get you saddled up, then I'll teach you a thing or two about riding a horse.
Hey. Yes. Yeah.
See, that didn't hurt, did it?
Feels surprisingly good. But then this isn't media puzzle.
So far, so good. Looks as fit as a fiddle.
No doubt about his ability.
Look
Good. How'd it feel?
Yeah, okay. I'm not really sure. It's not just the cup. I've got 12 rides booked before then. I just can't stand the idea of going out there not doing my best and people still cheering me on for the wrong reasons.
Look, Dame, I just want you to know I'm here for you. I love you and I'll support whatever you decide to do.
What do you reckon, Pins?
Ollie, you just have to ask yourself, what would Jace want you to do?
Come here. Come here. What do you reckon, big fella? What, you think I've given up on you? No way, mate. We'll show 'em. Jace wouldn't want us sitting around our houses sulking, that's for sure.
Made your mind up?
Yep. Haven't we?
And Hydrometer joined by Davidoff. Damien Oliver going for 2 straight derbies. But there are challenges galore. Here comes Diamond Jake down the outside and Helenas is coming on. Amy is ready through. Mascherano crossing on. Down with 160 metres to go. Hydrometer kicking well. Helenas is coming after him. Amy is joining in. And Davidoff quickening out. It's Hydrometer kicking well. Helenas coming at him. Helenas, Hydrometer, they hit the line. Photo finish. Helenas or Hydrometer. Amy run third and then Mascherano, Diamond Jake. Davidoff, Damien gave him every chance, but he weakens out late. Rubertano has the flat side well beaten. Oh, he's in front overall, and it's the Newmarket winner, Rubertano, who scores. Intelligent Star second, Cosmic Strike third. Damien Oliver on Chong Chong, never a hope.
Do you think you made the right decision?
By the grace of God.
Keep at it, mate. Good on you, mate.
And he soon after took the lead. Lord Volkrat has a real fight on his hands. Delago Bronze coming home the better on the outside. And it's Delago Bronze who beats Lord Volkrat. Charlie Buff third. And Ollie on True Glow back at the tail. It's just not his day.
That's 7 losses on 7 top horses, and he couldn't even get a place.
All very true.
Surely enough's enough. We have to replace him.
Not necessarily. He's actually riding very well.
All I know is he's not winning. I put a lot of money into this venture already. I'm the owner, and I say he goes.
Well, I'm the trainer, and I say he stays. The man on the horse is champions. Has to add up to something.
Both with huge problems. We don't even know if the horse will go the distance, and the jockey's paralysed with grief.
He's still our best option.
Dermot, I've always backed your decisions. Are you sure we shouldn't reconsider?
Yes, I am. Don't forget Geelong.
He's not the same man who won in Geelong.
I believe he's the only man to ride that horse in the Cup. And if it means risking the copious amounts of money you give me to prove it, I'm prepared to do that.
Whole day was one big blur, wasn't it?
I've had better.
I think he looks very, very good. Nice to win the ones he hasn't won, you know? But there's not many, you know?
I mean, nothing compares with Melbourne Cup, you know, it's as a breed of horse race has no equal, which is why, of course, it attracts the very best. Australia has more race courses than Ireland, England, United States and Canada combined, you know? I mean, that's a fact. Makes it pretty special, doesn't it? Thanks.
Hello, Bart.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you take your seats,
We all here?
please?
Everyone except Damien.
Well, he's entitled to run late. 7 rides is a big day for anyone. And in case you don't know it, there were damn fine rides. Just wasn't his day.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the barrier draw for the running of the 2002 Melbourne Cup. And the first to draw tonight is the trainer of the top weight in Vinnie Row, Mr. Dermot Weld. The luck of the Irish as Vinnie Row comes out of barrier number 7. And now it's time for the Cup's king himself, 11-time Melbourne Cup winning trainer Bart Cummings, who'll do the honours for Miss Malice.
Oh, I know that look. Seen that before. Not on you, though. On your brother. The day I had to let him go. So anyway, I'm sacking Jason. I'm sending him back to Perth. But you know what he does? He's a cheeky bugger. He asks me for a favour. Now, most guys will ask for a bit of extra pocket money, or others will beg for a second chance, but not Jason. He tells me about his younger brother, just starting out. You couldn't have been 16. But even then, Jason knew that you were going to be a better jockey than him, or your father, or your grandfather. Better than they ever dreamed of being. You know what he told me? He said, one day, my brother will be a champion. Well, that day, my friend, was today.
Lee.
You know, you don't have to take my word for it. You ask anybody in these stands today, and I'll tell you as one horseman to another, that sometimes being a champion isn't about winning. It's about gutsing it out. It's about what you did today.
Sayed bin Saror will now choose for the Godolphins' third entry, Puget.
Better choose me a good one.
Need I mention it that Frankie Dettori is riding Puget.
Not this one. No. Not this one. That's no. That's the one. That's the one.
And Puget will start from barrier 15. Well, who will do the honours for Media Puzzle, Mr. Weld?
Your turn.
Don't do this to me.
Think of a nice one.
You pay me to look after your horses, not choose their gates.
David, today you'll do both.
It looks like travelling foreman for the Weld stable, Dave Phillips, has that honour. And Media Puzzle has drawn barrier 3.
So I tell him, I say, you know, you better get me a good one or else, huh? And look, but you never cross an Italian. I mean, even the small ones like me.
People say the closer to the rails is better, but I mean, you know this track, it's 1,000 metres straight from the gate. So starting 23, 24, you know, it's not the end of the world. That's what they say. So I know where I'd rather be.
Did good, man. Much obliged.
Damien, I don't know how to. Last year, Niall and I, well, our sister died. No warning, never sick. Just gone. what that's done to our family, maybe you can understand. So, when Dermot told me we were coming back to Australia, I decided to devote all my efforts, all my energies to winning the cup for Veronica. If you like, to honor her memory. That good gate I got you wasn't just the luck of the draw, you know. Someone I loved dearly helped me to do what I couldn't do myself. Which is why on Tuesday, when you race for the cup, I don't believe you'll be riding alone.
You two have been making race plans without me again.
It worked at Geelong.
You okay?
Yeah.
You've been to Ireland, Damien. You know, the rare sunny day always punctures a long stretch of damp and darkness. I know on Tuesday, you're the one who can get the most out of my horse. I've seen how he responds to you. Between the two of you, you can do it.
Thanks, Dermot.
And welcome back to the Could Have Been Champions, this Cup Eve edition. We start to put together this jigsaw puzzle that is this year's Melbourne Cup.
Now, it's interesting you talk puzzle, Richo, because I have not deviated from backing Media Puzzle. I've been supporting it right through. I saw it win at Geelong. I spoke to Damien Oliver in the mounting yard
And what did he
afterwards.
say to you?
Well, I can't tell you that.
Well,
And
then why tell us?
Well, I
You
can't.
should have spoken to Dermot well.
Well, I've spoken to him too.
Oh, did you
I went out
just?
to the airport, saw him on arrival. Me and
What did you
Dermot, we're
mean?
like that.
Well, what did he say?
And
Did you
the
take my
taxi-
bags up to room 7732, laddie?
Whatever he told you, do the opposite.
Well, he's a
For
first-
goodness sake, spit it out. Tell What us did he tell something. you?
Well, I can't tell you.
Why not?
Because the laws of libel prevent me from.
Not surprised to find you here.
Nor you. It's never easy. I'll never forget the first time.
93.
Yeah.
Real or imaginary problems?
All anyone remembers is that we won. Don't realise that anything that could go wrong with that horse did go wrong.
How wrong?
The vintage crop had an inflamed sacroiliac.
He won a 2-miler with a bad back.
And ulcers. And he hadn't travelled well. And getting him to the starting gate was a victory in itself. And still, after all that, every time I come back to race for the cup, they treat me like I'm a cat burglar.
I know what you mean.
Remember Farlap? Years ago? One of the greatest. Right up there with Seabiscuit, Secretariat. Didn't know how to lose.
Everybody knows about Farlap.
Yeah, not the politics. His owner was a working class trainer. Wrong side of the tracks, you know? His other owner was an American Jew. In those days, it was a little bit too much for the old boys who controlled racing. So they weighed him down so heavily he couldn't possibly win. 1931 Cup, Farlap carried 15 kilos more than Vinny's top weight tomorrow.
15 kilos.
Yeah. I guess we're a little bit like Farlap's connection, Saeed. They want us here. They want the prestige we bring, but they definitely don't want us to win. It's more than just a prize to them, you know? It's who they are. Come to these shores to race for the cup. You're up against more than 20 trainers. You're up against the whole of Australia.
There's someone to see you.
Hey, g'day. You're, not lost, are you?
Nah, I just thought I'd drop in. I'm a big fan, even though you play for North. You almost knocked us out of the finals. I was there at the game with my brother.
Yeah, I heard about the accident. I'm really sorry, mate.
The only good thing is it happened so fast, you never knew what hit him. But hey, I'm here to see you. Mate, that barley business, you were amazing.
No. I didn't really have time to think, you know. Chaos all around. Like a game of footy, really.
Yeah, but pulling people out, diving back in for more.
Anyone would have done the same. I just knew I had to keep going.
With the October 12 Bali bombings, Australians were shaken to
Hey,
their very core.
how'd you go?
Since then, security at
Yeah, it's good.
has been at unprecedented levels, and
This came from your mum.
will be no exception. Where a crowd of well over 100,000 is expected. Extra police will be on duty during the event, while the VRC staff will be away in The holiday is forecast to come down after.
Dame, you'll be needing these. Love, Mum. Wow. It's pretty special. Come here.
Welcome to famous Flemington, where we await an international audience of around 700 million as 170 countries and territories marvel at the race that stops this nation.
Sitting in the summer sun, biding my time, waiting for the demons to go away. No one knows when they come or when they're gonna go away. As long as they do, we're okay. Yes, we're alright. 'Cause I have the time of my life.
I'll take 50 on the nose for Miss Melissa. Give me 100 each way on Puget and 5 on Damien.
Should have a couple on Dame too.
Yeah. Reckon he could use a break.
But it's Toast of the Coast. Oliver's kicked him forward from an outside gate and he has the lead, but Tarcoola Diamond's coming at him.
Colin Damien and take 6.
The front is a length in front of Toast of the Coast who can't go on. It's you is glancing home, but it's Tarcoola Diamond who wins. It's you got up for second, Joy of Flight third. Ollie's Toast of the Coast dropped out late in the race and then shot at the title and bombed to here. They're followed by Light of Day and next Fuji Beauty.
And Damien Oliver's terrible run continues. His 5th ride today, finishing in 4th place.
In all 12 races on well-vanted mount since his return on Derby Day, Damien Oliver has finished no better than 4th. And usually he spent more time than normal for him on rides towards the rear of the field. Our hearts go out to this champion.
You realise this is Damien's 13th ride, and believe it or not, his 13th Melbourne Cup. Makes you think, doesn't it?
I'd say anything would help.
Next up, the event we've all been waiting for, the running of the 142nd Melbourne Cup.
So we're there in Paris, and Marian Paris is going really excellent. You know, the Yak is almost mine, but it's still a long way to the finish. And here comes Soleimani on the outside. He finds another key, and I'm searching for the line. You know, where is the line? Where is the line? Where is the line? And I'll tell you where later.
Bit of a rough one, eh, Ollie?
Yep.
Anyway, glad you made it. It wouldn't be the same without you.
Cheers, Macca.
Come on, I'll show you the way home, huh?
Riders, please.
Gentlemen, I don't need to tell you that this is a big race. The stakes are high. Prize money of $4 million. But that doesn't mean that the usual rules don't apply and you can get away with anything silly. There will be no leniency for careless riding. Penalties will be severe. Now, as you know, the object is to ensure a fair go for all riders and horses, which in turn means a fair go for punters all over the world. You all know the rules, and we're relying on you to do the right thing. So good luck to you all, and safe riding.
Damien.
G'day, Pat.
I've been wanting to talk with you.
Yeah? Mate, it's as simple as this. The cup is won or lost in the turns.
No, I mean about what happened
mate,
last
we
week.
race differently to you guys in Europe. There, the tracks are wider, things develop more slowly. Here, you make your move in the straight and you watch your back in the turns. Got it?
I have, Damien, thanks.
Good. Because once things start to bunch up, the gloves are off. There's nothing us Aussie boys love more than a bit of rough and tumble. Good luck.
It is as busy as Burke Street down here. It is a hive of activity here in the mounting yard. Colour, and as I said, a lot of nervous tension. There still is, of course, the big question mark how a lot of the international horses may handle this track that we've got here today. The toppy, Vinnie Rowe, what an exciting horse. He came across here.
Thank you, gentlemen.
From the point of view that
Mount up, please.
the other horse out of the stable, said would be in the same event as he. He has got so much ability and he is such a better horse. But the bottom line is he still has to carry top weight of 59. He's got Patrick Clellan on board. The interesting runner, Media Puzzle, it's the second of Dermot Well chances. Boy, didn't he win that Geelong Cup with some authority. He broke the track record. Damien Oliver on board. Would we love a win from Ollie and Media Puzzle?
60 minutes now, they'll be making their way to the start.
Yeah, look, pack yourself on that.
European invaders steal the cup, or can the legendary trainers Mark Cummins
Help yourself.
do it again? And imagine the scenes should champion jockey Damien Oliver salute.
They're heading for the track and take 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Victoria Racing Club presents the 142nd running of the Tooheys New Melbourne Cup. The field is being led out by Vinnie Rowe, prepared by Dermot Weld, ridden by Patrick Mullen. Comes across as Europe's champion stayer. Number 1 is Vinnie Rowe.
Vinnie Rowe, 550, who wants it now? Place a bet here.
Here we go, ready to win Media Puzzle.
Vinnie Rowe will start favourite in this year's Melbourne Cup and a firm favourite too at $5.50. There's been very good late support for Pugin. He's firmed in from $10 to $8.50, and also Beekeeper, who has firmed from $10 to $9.
Number 9, Pugin, ridden by Frankie Dettori.
Blaze of sunshine, the horses take to the track. Could this be Godolphin Gia? There are many who think so.
Number 14, Media Puzzle, Damien Oliver.
You show 'em, mate. Show 'em what we're made of.
15, Mr. Prudent, Corey Brown.
Oops, sorry. I demand the steward's inquiry. I promise you, when my horses win, it will be done in a manner completely free of controversy. Good luck, Saeed. Good luck to you, Dermot Weld. But this time I think you need it more than Godolphin.
It started. No, not yet. You haven't missed a thing. Is that Veronica? Oh, yeah, it is.
She'd have loved this.
Have the local battlers got enough in the tank to foil the international raiders? Miss Meliss could be the dark horse of the field, and she's trained by Cups King Buck.
Bit more right, bit more. Yeah, that's good, good.
I got Media Puzzle. What do you got, mate?
He'd love to make it an even dozen, but he says it's anybody's race. Other experts say it's between Dermot Well's entries and the highly credentialed Godolphins. Both have performed well in lead-up events, and they look in great shape.
7s are 8s on Fusion. 8s, that's value. 8s on Fusion. And 7 on Media Puzzle. Come on, who wants Damien? 10 on Vinnie Rowe. 10, give me 20. 20 on Vinnie Rowe. All right, no worries. What else you got,
20
boys?
on Damien.
20 on Damien, yeah, very good.
Je ne suis pas à Longchamp, mais bel et bien en Australie, le pays des kangourous. Alors, cet événement n'est pas vraiment comparable au Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe, je vous l'admets, mais quand même, la Melbourne Cup est une des plus grandes courses équestres du monde.
Okay, riders, time to go.
So the starter's calling them up now for the QE2 Melbourne Cup.
Round 4.
The field is getting set. Here's the English raider, Jardine Lookout, coming to a gate near the outside. The Saab winner, Requiem, comes in. Rain Gauge and Mr. Prudent descend.
Just another day at the beach, mate. You'll be just fine.
Damien Oliver brings Media Puzzle in. And Vinnie Rowe, the horse who's been backed into favouritism on track, comes up.
Easy there. That's right.
Patrick Smullen and Dermot Wells.
And now here's Sam Mason coming
Righto,
up.
Kathy, close race 7.
The field is nearly ready. Fusion is coming into a place.
Next to Rain Gauge. And they're just about ready.
Tried to get over the front of the barrier stalls there, Helene Vitality.
It's all right, mate. It's just trying to get the jump on us.
Helene Vitality settles. Started to the ladder. And they're about to go.
All right, buddy. This one's for Jace.
Racing. Helene Vitality a little slow. Distinctly Secret got out quickly. So did Prize Gem. Tom Classic near the outside. Victory Smile and Dahlia 4 into stride fast. Vinnie Rose getting across to be just behind the leading bunch. Media Puzzle ahead of him. Settling down now. Racing up to the 2,800 metre mark. Dahlia 4 on the inside and Victory Smile are the leaders. Wider out Sand Mason going on. Requiem just inside him. And then followed by Hatharano, the improve on the outside. Damien has Media Puzzle behind the speed. Closely followed by Psych Ladies. Fusion's going up wide out to around County Tyrone. And then followed by Vinnie Rowe. Elite Vitality to the outside. And then Fantastic. Distinctly Secret Mr. Prudent.
Media Puzzle's in good shape.
So is Vinny. And everyone else.
And then Rain Gauge and Freemason 3 lengths away. Out of the straight, Sand Mason may play in the cup. A length and a half clear. Hatharano second. Fusion next travelling 3 deep. Damien has Media Puzzle boys just behind the lead.
It's almost time.
Time for what?
For Godolphins to show their hand.
On the cup, and Godolphins on the move. Sand Mason led narrowly. Hatharano's up to second now. Story has Fusion just behind them. Vinnie Rose making a move. Media Puzzle next with Victory Smile on his inside about midfield. They're followed by Fantastic Song Classic. Jardine's Lookout well back and so is Hale. Ryan Kemp, Rain Gauge and Freemason. Beekeepers covering some ground and so too Mr. Prudent. But Damien Oliver's giving Media Puzzle a sharp run in behind the base, which is set by Sand Mason.
Oh, big fella.
Fusion is third.
Will one of them go after him?
Not Damien or our Pat. Those two know better than to go chasing rabbits. They've been warned.
Beekeeper, he's followed by Fantastic. Distinctly Secret Mr. Prudent, County Tyrone, then followed by Media Puzzle outside Victory Smile, and then Song Classic. Hatharano has dashed to the front now for Godolphin by 3.
In second placing, Sand Mason, then Fusion, then Beekeeper. He's followed
By Fantastic. Vinnie Rose got up to 4th, followed by Dahlia 4 as they come to the home turn.
Let's see what he's got, Pat.
Road. Media Puzzle working into it for Ollie. With a run around the outside and Beekeeper's coming. And they're followed by Mr. Prudent as they swing the corner. Vinnie Rose.
Now, boys, now.
And now Media Puzzle. Damien's winding him up. Media Puzzle and Vinnie Rose. Next. The two great Irish gentlemen are coming. But so too wide out now Beekeeper and Mr. Prudent.
One of them's going to do it!
Damien Oliver sends Media Puzzle to the lead, ahead of Vinnie Rowe, who can't find. Back behind them, Beekeeper and Mr. Prudent. But Damien Oliver, riding with the spirit of Jason, out by 3 on Media Puzzle.
I think he's got the cup one. Beekeeper, Mr. Prudent are running on from Vinnie Rowe. And this Fantastic shining through down the Rain Gauge. But it's Media Puzzle clear. And Media Puzzle, Damien and Dermot have done it.
Magnificent Dermot! My boy!
And then Victory Smile, Helene Vitality. most in charge Melbourne Cup reception in history. Damien Oliver has done it. The riders in the stand were with him every step of the way.
Sometimes I think you're the devil himself.
Good on you, mate.
Good on you. Hey?
For Damien, for us, for everyone.
Yeah, I know. Media puzzle, who'd have thought it?
I thought the turns were supposed to be the key to winning this race. Australia's top jockey once told me so. But today, I lost it on the straight. Way to bring him home, matey.
Thanks, Pat.
Magnifico, Damien.
Hey.
No one could beat you today, huh? The Saints, I think, they would not allow it.
Thanks, Frankie.
Ollie.
Hey, another 20 yards, you would have had me.
Not with him riding with you.
Good on you, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think
There's ever been a more popular Melbourne Cup winner. Number 14, Media Puzzle, ridden by Damien Oliver.
everyone at Flemington was riding with you, Damien. A supercharged ride. And the Irishman, Dermot Wells, has rewritten the record books yet again.
Bloody rogue.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the winner's enclosure. A more popular Melbourne Cup winner I don't think we've ever seen. Media Puzzle, Damien Oliver and Dermot Wells.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my greatest pleasure, as the usual words to say, but this was a very special day for me when I saw my two brave horses turn for home upsides in the Melbourne Cup. It's what to dream about. And I was so proud of Media Puzzle. He got a wonderful ride from Damien Oliver. Vinnie Rowe ran a superb race, but it was Media Puzzle's day today.
To all the people out there in the crowd, you've been wonderful support through the last 2 days, through this trying time. And my brother Jason, I know you're up there, mate. And I couldn't have done it without you, buddy. So this one's for you.